We will expose the Russian intelligence service. That's the message from British Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt as Britain takes aim at Russia. The UK Foreign Office is blaming Russian intelligence services, the GRU, for 6 cyber attacks. It's an aggressive statement that directly implicates Vladimir Putin's Kremlin. Well, joining us now live in the studio for some more analysis on this is Alistair Sanford. Good morning to you, Alistair.
Morning, Belle.
Just tell us a bit more about this statement. Strong statement. How unusual is that from the British?
It is very strong and it is pretty unusual. Now, the UK has previously accused Russia of orchestrating cyber attacks, but it's the first time it's gone so far in implicating Russian military intelligence, and it's the first time these claims come from British intelligence itself. It comes from the National Cyber Security Centre, and it says that Russian military intelligence has been behind indiscriminate and reckless cyber attacks in flagrant violation of international law, affecting economies and citizens all over the place, including in Russia. And it lists many attacks which had previously been linked to global hackers, and now they're pointing the finger directly at the GRU, at Russian military intelligence. It says there were 12 hacking group code names, which it now says Russia was behind, including names we might have heard of like Fancy Bear, Voodoo Bear, Cyber Caliphate, which had previously been linked to ISIL. And it says there were these 6 specific attacks between 2015 and 2017, among them the Bad Rabbit attack, which was an IT attack on several countries, including Ukraine and Russia itself. The release of medical records of athletes who were under the control of the World Anti-Doping Agency. Now, this is linked to Russia now, and this, of course, was after the ban on Russian athletes. And the US Democratic National Committee cyber attack, which the US has blamed Russia for, and now here's British intelligence pointing the finger at Moscow as well. All these are listed on the government's security website, accompanied by a statement from the Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt. He says that the attacks serve no legitimate national security interest, and says that Russia has been acting with a feeling of impunity and without consequences. And he goes on to say, our message is clear. Together with our allies, we'll expose and respond to the GRU's attempts to undermine international stability. Now, the GRU, it's a mysterious body. Not much is known about its structures or exactly how it operates. It's thought to be responsible to the Russian Defense Ministry. But it's already come under fire from the US, which has sanctioned several GRU officers over interference in the 2016 election.
Well, I imagine President Putin is not particularly happy about this. Have we had a response?
Well, this all was just released overnight, so there's no specific response yet to this. But Moscow, of course, has always denied such accusations as Western invention and propaganda. We can perhaps expect more of the same. Vladimir Putin has had things to say, of course, about the Skripal affair and the Salisbury poisonings, saying that the men accused of doing it were just citizens. And they, of course, say that they were tourists. Yesterday, the Russian president went further about Sergei Skripal himself, had some pretty harsh words. Skripal, of course, is an ex-GRU officer who exposed dozens of agents to the UK spy agency MI6. Let's have a listen to what Vladimir Putin said.
He's just a spy, a traitor to the homeland. Do you understand that concept? A traitor to the homeland. He's just a scumbag and that's it. And an entire information campaign's been launched around this.
Well, I think we can expect that we're seeing the UK pretty keen to keep up the pressure on Russia here. Theresa May has pledged to reveal the full extent of Russian disruption, and perhaps we could see more action at NATO level as well.